Hello Internet, we are back with more Cataclysm. At the end of the last episodes, we had made ourselves a charcoal kiln, and we had eaten and some other things, and I said I would head back to the base. Or rather, I said I would read until we got Fab 5, which I did somewhere here. I also went foraging for some dinner. I got Fab 5, there we go, Fab 5, which is what is required to make the forge. I ate some dinner, drank some sodas, because I think what we want to do is drink some of these higher calorie drinks just to boost the calorie intake a little bit. And then I went to sleep because our character was tired. Today we're going to work on getting that forge up and running and setting things up. Starting to see what pieces we need in order to be able to craft and forge our own materials, and we'll be going from there. This should be done. Not nearly as much charcoal as I would have liked. What we will do is we will move that charcoal from there to here, and we will see about. I also picked up a log in the woods. It was just laying in the woods. Put that in there. I don't really know how much the forge takes, but I'm guessing it's probably way more than 1,000. So we will craft our forge. Can't do it. Oh, because I dropped our shovel. Okay, pick up the shovel. Craft ourselves a forge. Nope, doesn't clear your filter. Build rock forge. Again, I feel like this won't burn down the house if it's next to the house, but I also feel like in real life you probably wouldn't put. Why don't we just put it on this side instead? We'll put it over here just in case for some reason it has an impact on. You need some charcoals to reload this rock forge. Okay, I have some charcoals. You need some. Did I not pick any of it up? Okay. How many? All of them. Contains 11 to 19. 1190 charcoals. Okay. So let's wield our spear again. And let's see about forging some stuff. Let's look at piercing. What can we forge? Oh, not really anything. Forged sword we could make. Honestly, it's worse than the spear we currently have. And not just because it can't make reach attacks, it's damage itself. This is something I think that Cataclysm needs to address. I believe that the maximum damage output is too low. I think it needs to be expanded. Because basically right now you deal between 0 and like, I don't know, 35 damage on the average from a weapon. For weapon stats, I mean, not total damage dealt. I think they range from like 0 to around 40. I think that should be expanded some because that doesn't leave a lot of room. Most things are only very slightly better than other things. We could make the steel spear, which is better than the weapon we have. That deals 34 and our pipe spear deals 26. See, and that's what I mean. At the end of the day, I'm doing a lot of work just to get an increase of about 8 points of damage. So we can make the steel spear. That would be something we could do. Obviously it's sturdy as well, which is a real benefit. Means it requires less repairing and things. That's all I see from that. Let's. Do we need to forge anything to make? We still don't have the arrow recipes, so that's not super interesting. Explosives aren't really my bag. We're not gonna do any of that stuff. Well, what else can you forge? Well, armor, I guess, would be something. None of these are just clothes. Book plate. Crude form of armor made from stacked paper and rolls of duct tape. Well, we already have Kevlar. Let's think about. We could make bronze greaves. That would be some really nice leg armor. That would be really nice, actually. We don't have bronze. How does one make bronze? Just copper and tin. Bronze. Copper, tin. tin. I have no idea where you get tin. Like at all. I have no idea where in the game there's tin. Why don't we just focus on the tools necessary? We can make a clay crucible. Wait a minute. Spear. Yeah, why don't we make a clay crucible? We do have clay. Lumps of clay, clean water, and a proper kiln. Well, I guess we're not going to do that. We can forge a regular crucible from a steel frame and 1 sheet metal. Maybe we'll do that. I think, honestly, I kind of want to explore the town some right now, but we should eat something. I've been foraging in the woods here for most of my food. It's not very much, honestly, but it's something. Plums have way more calories than that. That's bull. That a plum takes, it gives you 30 calories, please. You lie to my face. Eat some blueberries. Okay, head back, we'll drink something. Yeah, you know, I'm feeling some exploration. I don't feel like sitting around the base anymore. We did that. I mean, we went out in the last 2 episodes, but it was ultimately just to do stuff back here at the base. And that's pretty friggin' boring. So, I think we're going to venture out. Why don't we drink something with high calories? Energy drink? Sure. Cream soda? Sure. And then we'll drink some water to top ourselves off. That hungry hopefully will go away. We've eaten quite a few calories. At this point, I'm not sure why we would still be hungry. We need to go on foot, I think, because we haven't really explored into the town very much, so there could be a lot of zombies around. Although, well, first of all, we need to optimize our inventory. We're carrying too much stuff. Let's drop the shovel we don't need. We're not going to need the toolbox, I don't think. And we can drop the seeds as well. 5. What's our... So we're pretty warm, but we are wearing our armor. Yes, we are wearing our armor. And we'll take a jar. It's still on the bike, I guess. And we'll take the rubber hose. So that because we're basically out of gas, we'll drive this part way over there. Oh, we have 2 rubber hoses. That's my mistake. We'll we'll drive this part way over to town. Why is that in there? I don't know when I put that in there. We don't need that. We'll drive this over to town and we'll fill this jar with gasoline because we have enough gas to get around, but it would be nice to have a little bit more. Our inventory looks okay. We're not, like I said, we're not going to drive this very deep into the town because we don't know what kind of zombies are there, and we don't want to plow this into a horde and ruin ourselves. So we're going to be a little on the slow. We're probably not going to take it much further than this corner here. There we're starting to see some zombies. Why don't we see about going in the back here and exploring these houses. We do have the crowbar. Close everything up. Chewing tobacco, not really very interesting. I feel like looting today. I mean, there's really not a lot we can get out of these houses that I'm going to be super excited about. No, oh, I hate that. I hate that this is a number key instead of it should be G, because that's what it is when you're looking at vehicles and things like that. That's going to be very, very agitating anytime we find something on a counter or flat surface. What are you? You're a crow. You're not worried about you, Mr. Crow. No. We'll take a fully charged MP3 player. That's pretty nice. Close this stuff up. Why don't we get another question while we're here? Get another question. When people look at you, what do you think they see/think? Depends. Do they know me and do they not know me? I think the average person, when they look at me, like if I'm just walking down the street and somebody passes me, I think they probably think like, oh, that poor gentleman is homeless. And that might sound like a joke. That's actually not a joke. That's currently I have a very large beard. 5 get items. Pet carrier, I don't want that. I have a very large beard. I tend to wear, like I have a jacket that I wear that I've had for about 5 years. It's pretty well tattered. Even when I'm trying, so to speak, I really don't look very good. Mostly because I don't care what people think about me too much. What are you guys doing out here? You're just clustered around. Nothing. Okay. Well, we don't want to deal with them. This building is no doors or anything. What building is this? Boxing gym. Well, I don't have much of an interest in that. Why don't we go down, check out the south row of houses. Murder bike. So I think that when people see me, they generally think like, oh, that, you know, I don't want to go that way. I don't trust. When I see mounds of dirt, I don't trust that they're not landmines. It's that simple. I just don't trust it. Did we never loot this house, or did we just never come out in the backyard? Stop here. Get that charcoal. I guess we'll take the smoker too. 5 get items. That's gonna irritate me to no end. Well, we don't eat cheese, so don't need that. Why don't we drop some of this stuff in the trunk of our vehicle so we don't have to carry it all around with us. We'll keep the cracklings on our person in case we start to get hungry. Smoker we don't need. I wasn't even wielding my spear that whole time. That's great. That's real smart. So did we not loot this? No, we looted this. I don't know why we didn't grab this stuff. Because it's not worth anything. Okay. Yeah, there was a basement here. Yeah, I remember this. So I think that when people see me, it's generally not a very flattering immediate opinion. They usually think like, oh, you know, this poor guy can't afford to buy a new jacket. That poor man, you know, he's so sad and poor and you know, look at him, and he doesn't take care of himself. So I think that people have a very negative reaction to my appearance. Nothing else. But at the same time, F those people, because they judge me on my appearance. Just because I like my jacket does not mean that I can't afford a new one. I'm just lazy and I like it, so I don't want to get rid of it. We'll unload this for a gallon jug. Never hurts to have another gallon jug. 5. We'll take a hockey mask. In fact, I don't think we have any face armor. I mean, it's pretty good face armor. What are we wearing on our face? Head, we have the rain hood. Eyes, we have sunglasses, and we have a dusk mask. Can we also wear this? I mean, that seems fine. No. 5. Steak knife. We already have butchering stuff. Oh, still running. Oh, now I'm crouching. I keep forgetting I can crouch. We have to work on that, because that's going to be... Why don't we crouch around? Let's not crouch around. I don't want to be moving slow. So this looks like a proper downstairs. It's not just a basement. It looks like a full... There's no corpse here, which is concerning. Why is there so much... So this was a guy who was wearing a top hat, a tuxedo. Okay. Okay, so none of that other stuff is really very good. We'll unload the MP3 player. Game watch, where... Oh, it was right there. I was going to say I saw a regular watch. I didn't see a game watch. There's a crawler. Gotta be careful here. I guess that's what reanimated, but how dangerous are you? Late 20th century, there was an urban legend about pet alligators getting flushed down the toilet and growing to adulthood in sewers. This large specimen doesn't look like it sees humans as anything other than a meal. Oh, sorry, that reading, I got distracted halfway through because I had to sneeze. I kind of want to fight this because it could be like a huge meat source. It doesn't say its size exactly. And alligators are not something I would want to fight in real life. Why don't we try running? It doesn't look so tough. I thought it would have like crazy armor, but we actually did okay. What do we need to full butcher? Properly butcher court requires a rope and tree or a butchering rack and flat surface and good tools. So we don't have a butchering rack. We do have a flat surface, of course. Plentiful and varied, but it is time consuming. Field dress, we could take out its organs and then quarter it and carry the quarters back to base where we could butcher them more conveniently. I think we'll just quick butcher it though. Is that all we got? I mean, I know it was quick butcher. It wasn't, wow, just tons of butchery refuse. I feel like eating raw meat will make you sick though. Oh, a mess of dirt, excreta, connective tissue, and bits of matter like hair and claws left over from the butcher process. Eating it isn't even worth thinking about, but disposing of it might be a concern as it could attract vermin. Not super worried about vermin. We will take the fat because of the high caloric content of that. Take the sinew, take the bone. You would think an alligator would have much more sinew and bone. I think the spider we killed had a lot of sinew. I don't typically eat organ meat. I think... How long does it take? 1 day. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. It's only got a shelf life of 1 day, and I don't know. We'll take it. I don't know what you can cook with it, and we'll take all the meat. But I do suspect some of this will go bad before we're able to. Zombie corpse smash. So that alligator was just tearing through the zombies. I was hoping there'd be more alligators here, so we could effectively close up the basement and run away. And then we still running. Nope, now I'm crouching. Let's wait for a moment. So we could leave them here and come back and kill them as we needed meat. Like a little, make a little butcher shop out of it, so to speak. But I don't think that that's really going to work. So we'll unload the sewing kit. We will pry the door open. We will take the batteries out of this. We already have, I think, 2 of these back at the base. They are a valuable tool. Also a lot of fun. Head back up. I'm hearing a lot of noises. This has a proper upstairs as well. Oh, it's just one of you fools. Hey, brainless. Thought you were something scary. Not seeing anything outside yet. That's alarming. What are you? Where are you? There you are. Skellington. Not super worried about that. Just keep looting. Stout will take. I want to focus more on drinking non-water. So I think we're going to focus in on getting tea and things like that. Raincoat, no. Lighter, no. We have so many lighters and fire sources at this point. Peanut butter candy, beer. Yeah, I want to start focusing on making tea to, did we smash? We didn't smash him. Nothing good. Swashbuckling novel. Modern rifleman we will take. Really don't need 2x4s. Root beer will take. So I want to focus on drinking tea and soda and things more in the game to attempt to get a little extra calorie boost from those. Scarf we don't need. Get items. Umbrella would be nice. I think we have one though. Get items. That's so irritating that I have to, because I know where all the letter keys are. I don't have to look to press a letter key, but when I have to press a number, I often hit the wrong one. Grab the motorcycle helmet for the materials. Coffee we'll take. There's a scarf we don't need. Let's check out the upstairs. Why don't we drop stuff off first? We're basically full at this point. Where did we park? All the way up here. This is why it's nice to have a vehicle. You can just dump everything in the vehicle instead of carrying a bunch of crap around. And we don't have to make the trip all the way back to base. Are we still sprinting? Our heart was still going for a long time there. Walking. What's our inventory look like? Good. Head back. Check out the upstairs. Why is our stamina going again? Are we not? We are walking. Why does our stamina keep dropping when we're walking around? There's no negative effects. Does stamina just naturally go down? I don't know why our heart is beating when we're just walking. We're not overweight. We are wearing a lot. Is it because of our face? Mouth encumbrance, maybe? When we take off the dust mask? Why don't we wait and then we'll do what we just did and see if we can replicate that. Our stamina is tipping there. If you look, our little bar keeps jiggling, but I think we're in a good enough spot where it's not an issue. Did you see me? You didn't. I'm gonna go inside before he comes up here and makes a racket. Let's check out the upstairs. Seems like every time I go upstairs in one of these buildings I come across an acid zombie. Shouldn't have walked into that. That's okay. We're tough enough to handle a little girl. Take the gold. There's another one, just a regular zombie. I mean, I guess we'll run. We already have multi-tools and stuff. This is what I meant. We're not going to have a lot that we're going to find in houses that are super important to us anymore. We have the toolbox, which is the main thing I would normally be hunting to find those tools. We already basically have all the tools. As long as we can hang on to that toolbox, we'll be okay. And just a gun in here apparently. Should keep them in a safe. There was a kid here. You could have had a kid exposed to a handgun. Check this out. Bathroom, nothing. Room full of zombies. There is a skeleton, which can be a little bit of an issue. Which are you? You are the skeleton. We'll run down and we'll wield the crowbar because skeletons are resistant to piercing. See if we can just kill them all. We are in a corridor. So much smoke. We'll wield the spear. Although we're not going to be very agile in here with our stamina draining. Wait for the smoke to dissipate a little bit. Stamina actually didn't go down very much, so that's real cool. I'm just going to kill it. Peanut butter candies. Can you unload the electronic cigarette? You cannot. Skeleton corpse. Okay, so I thought there would be like a proper horde, like, half a dozen of them. Uh-oh. You cough heavily. Your breath gives out. Winded. I can't select winded. Winded. There it is. 4 strength, 1 dexterity, 1 perception, 20 speed. Pain, thirst, hunger, and sleepiness. You're short of breath. Running and fighting will be difficult until you recover. Smoke, you inhaled a lungful of smoke, and I'm in pain. Okay, why don't we close this? We will eat a couple aspirin just to hedge that pain a little bit, and we will go to a safer, a little more insulated place just in case something would happen, and we'll wait 5 minutes, and we'll wait 5 minutes more. And at this point, we should be okay. Yeah, we're okay. So we're gonna head back. I guess just because we got a lot of smoke in our lungs. I don't think I've seen that effect before. Reading light, that's pretty cool. Take that. Nothing. Did I check all this stuff? No. 5. Coffee, sure. Soda, sure. Go clean that house out proper. I think we probably ought to call the episode here. I know we're in the middle of looting, but now that we have a vehicle, loot runs are going to be a lot longer because we can stay out longer without having to retreat to the base to drop stuff off. So I think for now that's going to do it. We'll be back to continue this loot run in the next episode. And yeah, I don't know what else we will do, but we'll figure something out. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I will see you in the next one.